this is interesting here. So this is a story about Kellyanne Conway. It's kind of more of a boring story, but this is something I want to get into. Kellyanne Conway registers as lobbyist for Ukrainian billionaire with past ties to Trump. So while the political right is sitting there virtue signaling about how we're spending all this money on Ukraine, and I agree, we are spending a lot of money on Ukraine for no reason, right? But while they're virtue signaling, right, your girl Kellyanne Conway is over here being a lobbyist for Ukrainian billionaires with ties to Donald Trump. So again, this is where I always tell people, potential voters and just the American people in general, or just anybody who will even listen, that both of these sides here, this political football, this Democrat, Republican, you know, blue, red stuff, they all work for the same team. Behind the scenes, they all work for the same team. And this is and stories like this helps to peel away the veneer a little bit, you know, doesn't it? Isn't that just fascinating? I mean, the headline alone kind of shows you, it kind of gives up the game a little bit, right? Kellyanne Conway registers as a lobbyist for Ukrainian billionaire with past ties to Donald Trump. The resistance to the Ukraine funding has been coming from Republicans, right? The Trump Republicans. And Donald Trump himself has been talking about, oh man, the money that we're spending on this conflict. But your girl Kellyanne Conway you know, your girl Kellyanne Conway is pulling stuff like this. I'm just, you know, again, I'm very critical of Kamala Harris. Don't get me wrong. I'm critical of her. I am critical. I'm critical of Democrats. But I'm going to be very critical of Republicans too. I gotta say Donald Trump. I gotta say Kellyanne Conway. I gotta say Republicans. It's a very bad look, man. It looks supremely hypocritical. And it looks like behind the scenes, you're playing the good cop, bad cop crap. Meanwhile, the only people who were suffering was the American taxpayer, as they funded this freaking war that was a loss in the first place. Right? Former Trump administration official Kellyanne Conway, I want to highlight that. Former Trump administration official Kellyanne Conway has registered as a foreign agent representing Ukrainian billionaire Viktor Pinchuk's foundation, new foreign lobbying disclosure report show. Now, I want you to see why that is fascinating, right? Republicans go against. I want you to see the political football so that you can understand what good cop, bad cop is. So I want to show you that I'm going to search out Republicans go against Ukraine funding, right? So I want you to see some of the articles here. So from The Hill, GOP critics vow no more US aid for Ukraine. That's from The Hill, right? From the BBC, why are some Republicans opposing more aid for freaking Ukraine? GI's reports why US Republicans are split on aid for Ukraine, right? The Guardian, Republicans erupt into open warfare over Ukraine aid. So you're seeing it has been the Republicans who have gone against it, right? Right? But then you get, once again, I want you to see this. I want to highlight this one more time. Former Trump administration official Kellyanne Conway has registered as a foreign agent representing Ukrainian billionaire Viktor Pinchuk's foundation. Oh, it's almost like George Carlin was correct. Folks, there's a club and you ain't in it. You ain't in it. The donation was later reportedly investigated by special counsel Robert Mueller's team in connection with their probe into Trump's and his campaign's alleged role in Russian meddling in the 2016 U.S. presidential election, according to the New York Times. Mueller's final report did not specifically address this donation. Oh. Conway is representing the UK office of the Victor Pinchuk Foundation, which the disclosure filings describe as a registered private nonpartisan philanthropic company limited by guarantee in the UK, primarily focused on advancing artistic, scientific, charitable, benevolent, and philanthropic purposes in Ukraine or related to Ukraine. Oh. I want you to see this right here now. Now, do you all find that to be unweird? I do. I want you to see this though. Trump Foundation in 2016. Trump Foundation took donations from controversial Ukrainian Clinton donor. And the same guy, this is written in 2016 by ABC News. Same guy, right? Same guy shows up here. Oh. George Carlin was right, boy. There's a special club, boy, and you ain't in it.
A-C-A-B, don't you step to M-E. I run to your sundown towns, then turn them upside down. But some of y'all monsters like Stranger Things in the upside down. No surrender, no retreat, certified soldier. Got receipts, you can't walk with my feet. I pack nothing but steel for the heat. I'm not soft, I'm elite. Play my anthem on repeat, now sing it with me. A-C-A-B, hating is just weak. Get off my meat, go take a seat. Came from nothing, now I'm something. Descendant of slaves, enemy slave. It's just how I was raised. Black power, temperature raised. Beautiful yet bloody days. That's why I can't be tamed. None of it was ever a game. A-C-A-B, don't step to me. Ancestral power through me. Big dog, big man, big money. Now feel the teeth.